I'm going to show you how I assembled the Pattern Selector of the Husqvarna 2000 series. This is how I do it, and how I have found it easy to do. It's not a complicated thing, but you have to do it in the correct order, or you have to disassemble parts to get the other parts in place if you don't do it in the correct order. So I start, I can tell you the oil I use two types of oil. Thin oil is this brand. It's okay, and on thicker oil I use a Bernina type. And grease is this one, which I get from Brother sewing machines, the type they are using in their machines. First I start with those two. I put some oil, and the thing with those gears are that the timing marks is important. So by turning this one counterclockwise until it stops, then you see the timing mark here. The timing marks on those gears are pointing against this one, and the timing marks on this gear are pointing against these gears. So here, and on this one you see the timing mark here on this tooth. Now I take this one, put in place, and this one is important that well, it's easier to put it in place now, because when you are putting in this one, it going against that. So if you have if you're waiting with that part and you have assembled a lot of other stuff, then it's not so easy, but it's doable. So yeah, and there. Now I'm putting this in place, and there are some small differences on the different types. On this one, this is going to put this in place now, because this one have this groove here, and let's see here, trying to put it in place so it's yeah. There. Now it's this part, oil there, roll wheel, and this one, and on this I use some thicker oil if you use thin oil, it's not that big deal, but since I have the thicker oil, I'll find it okay to use here, like this, and then some grease. And this part here can remove, so that's why I use a small screwdriver here. So when I tighten this, it stops. Like that. And when I push this in, it goes into the groove here, and then you see that the timing marks are correct, like that. So just double check if the timing mark on the gear underneath is okay, and push that in so the upper gear there is correct. And then I have this gear, and here you can see the timing mark here. And if those other gears are correctly in place, and I put this here, it should go down without any problems, like that. Now it's this part which is moving the cam follower up and down. Like that. Just but here you do it the way that you find okay. Just some grease there. And here also you have the timing mark, and the timing mark here is that mark going up there. On some other models you have the timing mark on the tooth, but here you have it on the side, so it's a little bit different on the different models. And the timing mark here is, when I put it in place, it's on the upper level, and some oil. like that, and getting the timing mark correct, like that, and the timing mark are there, so it's pointing in the correct direction. Now it is the plate that hold that one down, because this part here is spring loaded, so if this one is not put in place, it will lift the gear up. Yep. And here I also use a small screwdriver just to hold the there, we got it. So it's not rubbing against the side there. It goes freely. Now we can do a quick test just to see if everything is working correctly. It is in place, and this part is holding it down. So if I put a little pressure here and I turn this, yeah, after some investigation I found out that this one, see here, this is stopping this one from, as you see, it going against here. So it blocks the movement. So I have to rotate this 180 degrees. That's why some testing along the way is smart. Let's see here, just so you can see. When turning this one, I push this so it's lying over the center pin there. So I'm just removing it out there, so it's not blocking the center pin there. And now this one can move freely. Till it's stopping. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Like that. And let's see. Button presser. Yes. Now it's moving the way how this freely is correct. So then I put it back again on top there. Then the timing marks are correct again. So I'm back to start position. Like that. Now it is, let's see here, this part, and here the stitch with cam follower, that one. Some oil. Trying to keep the parts in the view of the camera. It's I guess it's much more interesting for you to watch. And it's sitting like this, and it's going against the cam here. And this one. Like that, you have the flat area. I'm not tightening this because we're going to adjust this one later. The only adjustment that I do, just a tiny bit there, like that. This one is the adjustment for the raise of the cam follower. So when we are changing the stitch, this one is being pushed out and pushed against this one, which is erasing the cam follower away from the cam, so the cam can move freely on the shaft there. Some oil, and there. On some other models, this this here clip is placed on top here. Yeah, some differences. Now we have this screw here, and you see that you have this part here, and this one is adjusting the left needle position. So by turning this, we change the position there. So this is the left needle position, and this one is the center needle position adjustment. Here as well, there are some differences. Here it's just one washer, and the washer is not, it's hard to see, but the washer is kind of like this, have this shape, and then I have the top shape of the washer against the nut. On other models you have two washers and they are lying like that, with one top against that one and the other top against the nut. Now I have the top, to call it like that of the washer, and here we have a, oh, I catched it, got it, yes. Here we have a lock nut, but on some other models you have two nuts which are tightening against each other. And the reason for the lock nut, or for the other two nuts to lock against each other, is that, let's see here, not tighten too hard, because we're going to be able to turn on this one, which is the left needle position. So we're going to, we have to be able to turn it, but it should not move after, when, of course, when using the sewing machine, this one have to stay in place. Now, like that, or close. Feel that everything is going smoothly. Yeah, this one. These are the parts on the stretch seam, the same that are the stitches which are, you have the reverse, then you have the come follower for the reverse here, and when this is pushed out, then it's over in reverse and sewing backwards. And this here is the stitch length balance adjustment, and this is the raise of the cam follower here for the reverse stitches, and that adjustment there is the adjustment for let's see here, so it's correctly positioned like that. Yeah, we can do the other one first. We'll do this one first. Spring here, like that. like that. And this spring is giving you the snap feeling, the feeling that it's going into correct that feeling there. It's that spring which is doing that. Like that. Here we have these awful things. I hate this. So sometimes I just replace it with clip, but let's do it the way that the machine was delivered, like that. And then we have this one. We have to just open that so we're able to put it in place. Did I hold it? Yes. Like that. I also usually test that it's going. The cam is going, moving easily. Now this one is going into here, so I lift it a little bit up, trying to find the correct there, and yeah, like that. So now I have, now I'm finished. I can try it now, but when trying just push this in, or else it stops the free movement. So hold this in, and then I'll see that this is moving correctly. This adjustment here, you can do it after you have put it back into the machine, but it's of course much easier to do now. If I, let's see here, try to focus on this, like that. Then you see the follower, and if I there, it moves down, but it's going against the, let's see here, going against there. It have to move freely on this side. So by opening this and like that, so it's going against there. Let's see here. Yeah, and here it's also, but if we put this in place, and we should see that it's correct on every one. Yeah, it's not being touched by the other stitch there. And of course the rear reverse, and we see that it's correctly there, and there. So yeah, I'm done. And the rest of the adjustment you have to do when you have put it into the machine again. But this is for many people. If you haven't done this before, this is the most tricky part to assemble the pattern selector. So yeah, here it is, and good luck and have a nice day.